Eneo hili si hivyo. Mambo ni matatu.
Ladies and gentlemen, Babu Owino yesterday declared war in ODM party.
La mwisho, jana niliona viongozi wetu wa ODM walipewa viti. Congratulations. Lakini wacha niwaulize swali. Wadozi, mliangalia huyu Babu Owino mkaona hizi tosha kiti yeyote? Kwa hivyo mfikirie hiyo youth leader na kuheshimu, lakini hapo mbele hata Babu ametosha party leader.
Haya.
Tunasema ni Babu kwa sababu kama kuna tabu ana jawabu la ajabu kwa adabu.
Asante.
Bila Babu tabu.
Asante.
And the question which I want to ask you guys on this platform, can Babu Owino successfully manage to take control and leadership of ODM party?
To Baba the Great, we want to tell our people to rise up. Rise with courage. Rise with conviction. Rise with strength to fight, because we know that we are stronger than our oppressors. Na nataka kuhakikishia Raila Odinga mahali popote yupo sahihi. Baba, siku ya leo gharama ya maisha ikienda juu, tutaenda maandamano. Wapende wasipende.
Asante.
Baba, siku ya leo karo ya shule ikipelekwa juu, tutaenda maandamano. Wapende wasipende. Baba, siku ya leo bei za bidhaa zikienda juu, tutaenda maandamano. Wapende wasipende.
I followed the events in Mombasa very closely. Two things are very clear as far as Babu Owino is concerned. Number one, Babu Owino is very popular, very, very popular. Babu Owino enjoys massive support amongst the young people. Can he use the popularity to wrestle the control of the party from the people he referred to as wakubwa? The truth is, ODM as a party has structures. And that's why even someone like Makwiny Odinga has a long way to go. She will have to find his way into the structures of ODM party. The reason why Babu Owino was complaining is because he's not part of the ODM leadership structure. So it's going to be very difficult because most of these young people are not part of that structure. I remember sometimes back, we tried with a group of young people to take control of just the mere youth league. It proved to be very difficult. I remember that time, Philip Okundi was the chair of the elections board. At the end of the day, we control almost 37 counties. On the day of elections, those elections were never conducted. Rashid Mohammed Echesa was imposed as the chairperson. Up to today, the ODM Youth League has not conducted elections because the party fears these young people. So Babu Owino is very popular. You can't dispute that. The second thing, which is also very clear from yesterday's event, is that it's almost impossible to stop Babu Owino, especially in ODM party. There were plans to frustrate Babu Owino. Even on the day he missed, because Babu Owino only attended yesterday's event, the young people were demanding for him to speak, but he was not there.
Mwisho kabisa, Mheshimiwa Babu Owino, jana kuja bwana. Jana. Tulia. 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 Tulia DJ Spider tulia. Jana Mheshimiwa Babu Owino tulikuwa na kongamano la vijana. Na hawakufurahi kwa sababu hawakukuona hapo. Nikakupigia simu nikasema ufike Mombasa na mapema sana na niwaahidi kwamba utakuwa hapa ili kuonyesha kwamba nimefanya kazi ile mlinituma. Wacha Babu awasalimie kwa dakika moja na uweke nidhamu tafadhali. Vijana ria.
When Babu Owino arrived, the entire crowd erupted, which means even if you were to hire people to stop him, it's impossible to stop Babu Owino. We witnessed this during the burial of Albert Ojwang, where some people were organized to try and stop him. In Kisumu, when the body of Raila Odinga arrived, there were attempts to block him. So it's almost impossible to stop Babu Owino. But there's one question. Can Babu Owino successfully manage to take control of ODM party? That's exactly what I want us to analyze in this video. Before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, I want us to look at whether Babu Owino can successfully manage to take control of ODM party.
Baba Raila Amolo Odinga, Baba the Great, whom we owe our loyalty. To Baba the Great, whom we owe our love. To Baba the Great, that we owe everything that we have. May you rest in everlasting peace. Baba Raila Amolo Odinga was a bridge. He was a bridge that everybody, every leader who is seated here, Baba was a bridge that they used to cross over the turbulent waters. They used the bridge to cross over the sharks and the crocodiles. Baba was a ladder that we used to climb to higher levels. That ladder is no more. Baba was a shield that protected us from our oppressors, and that shield is no more. Baba Raila Amolo Odinga, I want to assure you that your spirit shall live on. The spirit that you implanted on us shall live on.
Thank you.
Kidogo tu Sifuna, hii ndio siku ya mwisho SG wangu. Nimejua hawa wadozi wetu hawatanikaribisha hapa tena. Wacha niongee kwa sababu Raila alipokuwa mzima nilikuwa nachukua hata 1 hour ya kuongea. Sasa hizo wadozi wetu wengine hapa hawakuwa hata kushikwa na mtu wa kanjo.
Because if you are to ask me, Babu Owino has 3 options. The first option Babu Owino has is to chart his own political path away from ODM party. But that has a lot of disadvantages. It's not guaranteed that ODM supporters who love him will move with him to the next party. So that's a bit challenging, but of course, that's an option which for me, I'd expect him to follow. That would mean Babu Owino forming his own political party. As a matter of fact, at some point, even before Raila Odinga died, Babu Owino had started charting his own political path. The second option he has is to stay in ODM party and fight for his peace from within. Because I know for sure that even within ODM party, the leadership are well aware that Babu Owino, Edwin Sifuna are very influential and therefore they should be managed from within. Babu Owino can also decide that I'm going to fight from within the ODM party. So that if it's a matter of being appointed to some position, he can fight, force himself onto that table. The third option which Babu Owino has is to break away from ODM party. Organize himself with other rebels and break away from ODM party so that we have ODM A, ODM B, ODMC, because from yesterday's events, I can see ODM party, if not well managed, can actually split into 4 factions. So Babu Owino can run away with that faction. But let us not get into that. I want us to focus on whether he can actually succeed. Before you do that, for those who are watching the channel for the first time, please take a second, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will notify you. Number 1, in my view, Babu Owino has the support of the youth. But the question is, can they help him control the party? The truth is, with the youthful support, strategically, he can force the party to heed to them. The youth can make it impossible for ODM party to hold meetings because they're the future of the party. Is that the best strategy? I'm not so sure. Because without the youth, ODM knows that they will not have a future. But can they support him? Number 2, age is also a factor. Which means Babu Owino can say, okay, for me, between now and 2027, my primary focus is to win Nairobi. Oburu Odinga is the party leader. We know the age, maybe after 2, 3, or 4 years, Oburu Odinga would say, okay, I'm resigning. I can longer cope. Because at that age, he might want to rest. So Babu Owino should focus maybe post 2027, which means his immediate focus should be winning. The moment Babu Owino will win in Nairobi, he becomes the governor. As a governor of Nairobi, I doubt if there's anything that can stop him from becoming the ODM party leader at the right time. So timing is very, very important for me, for Babu Owino. And that's why sometimes his speed might be good, but might also not be very good. Because if he were to fail in securing the gubernatorial seat of Nairobi, 2027, if he fails, he might not be relevant. Number 3 is the Luo kingpin. The truth of the matter is that Babu Owino is being fought in ODM party because of the Luo kingpin politics. Who is going to succeed Raila Odinga as the next community leader? The appointment of Oburu Odinga was actually made to manage the issues around Raila Odinga's succession. Gladys Wanga wants to succeed Raila in Nyanza. Opio Wandai, John Mbadi. Who else from ODM party? From ODM party, maybe those. Now you include Babu Owino, who is the most popular of them. Then on the other side, because in Nyanza, we have the opposition and government, this Raila Molo. And for me, in all fairness, and based on my own assessment, as someone who lives here, the race to succeed Raila Odinga is between 2 people. Babu Owino and Raymond Omolo. Let me explain. Babu Owino has emerged clearly as the favorite in ODM. Raymond Omolo is strategically using his current position to position himself. Currently, if you were to ask 10 people from Luo Nyanza, amongst 10 people from Luo Nyanza, you ask them the simple question, between Mbadi, Gladys, let me ask if you are to ask 10 people from Luo Nyanza about those in government, that is Mbadi, Wandai, and Raymond Omolo, who is touching the lives, who is being felt on the ground, they will tell you Raymond Omolo. So this Luo kingpin is going to determine whether Babu Owino can succeed. And for Babu Owino, it depends For Babu Owino, it's going to depend with the way the elections are going to turn out. If he will succeed in Nairobi, then William Ruto is re-elected. You get that? I know if Ruto will be re-elected, he will retain Raila Odinga. It's not guaranteed that in his second term, William Ruto will make John Mbadi the finance minister. It's not guaranteed that in his second term, William Ruto will make Opiyo Wandayi minister for energy or even a minister. Gladys Wanga will be serving the second term as a governor, which means Gladys Wanga will be focusing on on post William Ruto. So Babu Owino will easily manage to become the kingpin. So which means his first objective should be winning. Because if Babu Owino will not win in Nairobi, he should forget about that kingpin. And without the title of Nairobi, kingpin not there, he cannot be the party leader. That's the reality. So Nairobi is going to be key. And lastly is post-2007 politics. Assuming we go for an election today, Babu Owino is elected, Ruto is elected, then Ruto decides to appoint, for example, from Nyanza, his trusted ally, Raymond Omolo, as a minister for interior. Gladys will be there as a governor, having been re-elected. So the race will be between those three people. Yeah. But should Mbadi also be retained as a minister for finance, he's also going to be in the race. So we're going to have 4 people. I don't think Opiyo Wandayi will manage because so far his ratings is going down. I'm also not so sure whether someone like Evans Kidero can emerge. So how the elections in 2027 will pan out? Because, for example, if William Ruto were to lose, we'll rule out Raila Odinga, we'll rule out Mbadi, and of course even maybe Gladys. So if Ruto will lose and Babu wins, Babu will automatically. I don't know what you think. Do you think Babu Owino can forcefully take control of ODM party? Let me read your comments below. Bye-bye.